Rose completed university and now she decided that she is going to do her own business. But of course, she is chilling with her friend for the meantime, having good time. One day she came from one of those parties late and met the father angrily. She said, Rose, is this how you're going to continue with your life just because you did well in your university? Does not mean you have to party away. Rose said, Dad, I'm not partying. I am just enjoying my youth for now. Of course, you know I have plans of doing my own business and which of course is going to be successful. Chief said, you did not do well in your school to become an entrepreneur. I have a very successful business which I want you to run it. That is why you did well and I'll make sure of that. Rose said, Dad, that is not my passion. My passion is to do my own business, skincare, and that is what I want to do. Chief said, Madam, that is not what is going to happen. I make the rules, she stay in my house. Rose made some excuse and got angry and left. Chief said, this is the last time you're going to be disrespecting me in this house. Rose could not believe that her dad is wanting to control her life. Rose went to her room with her friend Gift and they discussed what the father said. Rose said, I'm not ready to do what my father is doing and asking me to do. I've been obeying her since I was born. Now that I'm of age, I want to do what I want. He wants to control me again. Gift said, well, I understand your father. You're the only child and he has a successful business. Why don't you manage his business? Gift was trying to understand the father, but Rose was not buying that either. She has her own passion and she wants to follow that. Gift said, well, you need to think about it. Rose said, I'm not interested. Uche came to the house and realized that the house is chaos. Uche is the cook of the house. After the altercation between Rose and the father, he quickly made some good drink for Rose. He came to the room and said, Rose, I made your favorite juice. Rose shouted at Uche and said, I am not in the mood. Can't you see that I and my father are having some serious family issues? Uche said, I'm sorry, and he left. After the next day, Rose went to Uche in the kitchen and apologized and said, Mr. Uche, I apologize for what I said to you yesterday. You know, I was so angry and I uttered some words to you. I'm so sorry. I hope you forgive me. Uche said, don't worry, I understand. Your father, he can be tough sometimes. So, I understand, don't worry. Rose told Uche that her boyfriend will be sneaking into the house today, so he should help her out so that the father will not be aware. Uche agreed and they planned to sneak in the boyfriend. Then, in the night, as the parents sleep, then parent tried to sneak in. Uche helped out. As he was about to just go into the room, Chief woke up and heard some noises. He came in and said, what is all those noises? He couldn't find the person, but he continued to search and said, his instinct tells him that somebody is in the house. Uche tried his best to prevent Chief from noticing, but that did not happen. He quickly got into the room and asked Rose if there was a stranger in the house or in her room. Rose denied, but that was not long-lived until a phone rang and Rose asked to pick it. Well, after picking the call, she pretended to be the owner of the phone and the father believed it. The father left, only for Rose to find out that her boyfriend was cheating on her. Of course, the phone she picked was her boyfriend's phone. She got angry, started arguing, and the father came back to the house, to her room actually, and met her arguing with this strange man. He burst out with anger and Ben snatched the phone from her hand and walked away. Uche also tried to run after Ben, but that did not succeed. Next day, Chief asked Uche to pack his bag and leave because he cannot be trusted after finding out that he was part of the person who sneaked in a stranger man into his house just because he's doing what her doctor wanted her to do. Uche apologized, but Chief was not interested. As he was packing his bag to leave, Chief said, "Well, this is your last warning. Stop packing your bag and make me some breakfast to eat." Uche thanked Chief and said, "This will never happen again." Rose, on the other hand, was heartbroken that her boyfriend was cheating on her all this while. So her friend came to console her. As they were going and consoling and having chit chat, Gift came up with another idea to go out and chill. Rose and Gift went out and chilled again. This time around, they forgot themselves and came back late. Then Chief got angry, seized the phone that Rose is using and grounded her until she made a decision to work in the company. Of course, Rose got angry, but she has no choice but to listen to the father. She was now grounded in the house without phone. Uche saw the circumstance and became friendly closer to Rose. Rose also respected Uche so much. So, Rose was the friend that Uche has, and Uche was the Rose that he also had. Both of them were so close that one day they were playing games, watching movies, and got drunk. Next day, they realized that they slept with each other. Rose could not believe it. Uche could not believe it. Uche later on apologized and said, "It's the alcohol. You know I don't drink. You forced me to drink. I'm so sorry. I hope this does not have consequences." Rose also apologized for forcing him to drink the alcohol. After exactly a month, Rose was pregnant, only to be confessing to Uche in the kitchen that she has found out that she is pregnant. For him, Uche could not believe it and said, "Well, the deal has been done. You need to keep it." As they were discussing, Rose's mother heard the conversation and shouted. She quickly said, "What was the problem?" Of course, Mama could not hide it and said, "Rose is pregnant." "What?" Chief was confused and said, "Who is responsible?" Uche quickly owned up and said, "I'm responsible." "Rose, you were pregnant for our cook. Are you serious?" Immediately, Chief went to his room to get it done. As he came out of the house, Uche ran out of the house. Rose also ran out of the house. Of course, they both ran out of the house. Chief said they should not come back to the house. Then Uche went back to his house and decided what to do. Rose went with him. Now both of them now live in the trenches. Uche introduced Rose to his sister and Rose to her sister, and the sister was like, "Oh, she's beautiful." But of course, Uche quickly said, "She is pregnant for me." The sister was confused, but the deal has been done already. Uche then said, "This is my boat. We're going to live here for the meantime and sort ourselves out." Rose said, "Don't worry. This is a decision that I have to take. The consequences of what has happened." So, months later, Mama was confused and told Chief that, "I want to see my daughter." Chief said, "Well, if you want to see your daughter, you know where to see her. Go and meet her." Of course, she wanted to seek some money. Chief refused. When she called, Rose could not pick because she does not have phone anymore. Uncle, who is the sister to the mama, called and found out that Rose was living with Uche. That was a comforter for the mother. Then months later, Rose was due to give birth. After she was rushed to the hospital, she has a little complications, which they did not have money. Immediately, Uche had to call Chief and say, "The daughter is in labor and they need some money for some transfusion to be able for her to give birth safely." At this point, Chief could not abandon his daughter to die because of what has happened. He quickly came to the hospital, made some payment, and make sure that his daughter was fine. After putting to bed which the baby later on was having complications. Chief was also very scared for his first grandchild, but Uche was there as well, and he was needed because his blood was available and fit to give to the baby. Everything was sorted out. Chief paid the bills and left them alone. Weeks later, Rose saw a stranger, which of course was the mom and the father, who came in and wanted their daughter back to the house. Rose didn't want to go, but Uche said, "You need to be with your parent. We are struggling," which of course you know. Your dad has been helpful in the hospital, and you need to forgive yourself and forgive your dad. He has come around and apologized. I don't know why you are being strong-headed. Rose realized that, what is the point of being strong-headed anyway? Rose went outside and met her parents, kneel down and apologize for disappointing them, and also that she's going to obey them and she has learned her lesson. Chief said, "Don't worry, everything is fine. Nothing has spoiled. You are alive, and that is the most important. I'm forgiving you. Anything you want to do, if I would have allowed you to make your own decision regarding your personal life and the business you want to do, I don't think we'll be here. But all things being equal, you are alive, and I have my first grandchild, so that is also a beautiful thing." Chief called Uche and said, "I know you've been struggling, and you have done well to look after my daughter. I'm going to give you 10 million naira to start your own business because you are now part of the family. You are my in-law now, but you have to do the necessary things. That is, if both of you decide to get married, you have to do the right thing." Immediately, Uche said, "Yes, I love your daughter. I don't know if she loves me, but if she does, I'll definitely do the right thing. Thank you so much for the money you are giving me. This is going to go a long way in my life and, of course, in your daughter's life as well." Then they cracked in some jokes and laughed because Rose's mother's brother was also interested in Uche's sister, which, of course, Uche realized immediately and said, "My sister is not available at the moment. She's still in school. So you need to off your eyes." Then of course the brother said, "Well, you are part of your family and you did this to my own in-law. So immediately because of that, I also want to be part of your family." We just said, "Well, you're welcome, but you have to do the necessary thing." All of them laughed at the same jokes. Thanks for watching this recap. This channel brings you the best Nollywood movies. We save you time and money. Don't forget to subscribe and like our videos for more movie recaps.